Chad Kuhns with Kuhns Group Inc. Been a contractor for about 20 years now. Been involved with Aileron for the past 5 years. We build fast food restaurants in about a 5-hour radius around Dayton, Ohio. Results. I truly feel like if you invest in your people that, well, so here goes back to this actually. So one of our vision statements, or whatever you want to call it, is better the life of our employees, our subcontractors, and our suppliers. And so if I truly mean it, I got to put my money where my mouth is, right? And what I realized, even with the president's class and even with conscious leadership, there's times where you need that outside voice, or you need that one-on-one to really dial it in and make sure you interpreted what was taught you correctly. And so, and I had some very key employees here that I really, really liked. I'm like, they need something more. And they wouldn't do it without it probably just being forced on them, or saying, hey, it's on us, go do this. And I still struggle with some people going, why haven't you made a phone call and gone seen this person or had this conversation? And I think once you do it and you see how well it helps you and it releases all that tension in your head and all that anxiety, you start going, oh, this is great. So, and we're getting results from it. Well, I think it was two years ago, I think we invested like $60,000. I think it might be right out of Aileron. And then we had like 300 or 400, 500 man hours all coded to training of some type of, either at Aileron or was coaching or something. And it was our most profitable year ever. And so, you know, when you tie those together, and I had one gentleman that's an older a guy, he asked one day, why in the heck are we spending all this money here? And I said, well, here's the proof. Like, we're investing in you guys, the whole organization, and look what it's doing here in the profit margin item, right? So this, we spend this much, we get this much in return. Why don't we just keep doing it, right? So, and I love the stories when I hear from our employees about how it's helping them personally and at business. So you have to get to the point to not believe your own BS before you decide to go. Like, if you just want to prove your own point all the time and you don't want to listen to others and all that other stuff, you're going to go there and you're not going to get as much out of it as if you're ready to go, okay, I truly want to make a change in my life and I'm willing to listen to others, stop believing all my own BS, and kind of get into asking everyone else to hold me accountable. I have one employee that came from another organization where he struggled every day of getting things done, and it was like all he did was yell and scream to get things done. And when he came over here, I told him that's not how we have to work, and he didn't really believe me, right? And the reason he left the other company was he was traveling way too much. Him and his wife, I didn't know this at the time, him and his wife's relationship wasn't the best in the world, and it was either he needed to change jobs and get home a little bit more, or they probably wouldn't be together. And it was about 3 months in, he came into my office one day and said, holy crap, you can do business differently. It doesn't have to be yelling and screaming and fighting all the time. And then about 6 months after that, he came to my office one Monday morning. He's like, man, I just spent the weekend with my parents, and my dad asked me, what's changed so much in my life? And he's like, what are you talking about? He goes, you just seem so much happier. And I was like, that's what it's about, right? I mean, that's what, you know, when you look back, you know, it's not about how much money you make, it's how you've impacted people's life. And when you get those stories going, it's like, this is worth it.